The government's been accused of failing in its promise to level up Northern England, with an expected announcement tomorrow that part of the HS2 rail link between Birmingham and Leeds is to be scrapped. But today, the Prime Minister has said he is spreading opportunity across the country with the reopening of the Dartmoor line in Devon. A regular service linking Exeter and Okehampton is being re-established this weekend for the first time in almost half a century. And our correspondent Andrew Plant is at Okehampton train station for us now. Andrew.
Hi Ben, yeah, surprisingly large turnout for this morning. About 200 railway enthusiasts crowding onto the station here at Okehampton, and that's because this is, as you say, a first for the country. You remember the talk about the Beeching's cuts back in the 60s and 70s. Essentially that mothballed thousands of miles of railways, mostly between smaller areas that simply wasn't profitable. But now a scheme to look at those areas and see which parts of those railways can be brought back online. And this is the first example of that, going between Okehampton, just setting off now, and Devon and Exeter. It's only 14 miles of track, but lots of local people here this morning telling us that that is going to make their lives lots easier. It's an hour and a bit by bus, but they can do that journey by train in about 30 minutes or so. The Prime Minister saying it is the first stage in getting people off the road and onto railways. But of course, there are some question marks hanging over some much larger parts of their railway infrastructure, not least that eastern route of the HS2 between Birmingham and Leeds. Is that going to happen? Well, I've been talking to the Transport Secretary, Grant Shapps, here this morning. He simply won't be drawn on that question, but he says he will be talking to the Commons about it tomorrow, so we should know in around about 24 hours' time. Meanwhile, for people here in Okehampton, they will have this service restored fully from Saturday morning. That's when it starts paying passengers again, and they will finally be able to travel by train between Okehampton and Exeter for the first time in almost 50 years.
Andrew, thank you very much.